Hey guys, welcome back to Angel Angela, and on this topic, I wanted to talk about how the narcissist relationship, is basically like a dating show. The narcissist dating show. Who's going to win the narcissist love, right? They're introducing you, to their friends, to their family, They're like, look at this new addition to the dating show. You guys can cast her to your dating show when I'm done with her. They'll treat your friends and your family like salesmen. Like, hey, do you guys want to be part of the dating show? Bring your twin sister. I don't care. What's funny about, the narcissist little imaginary show that they have running in their brain, right? They're so delusional, but they're bringing all these things into action so they feel like they're gods, they're powerful. And it gets to the point where your needs don't matter. You want to, on your birthday, go to a certain restaurant. The narcissist is like, this is my dating show. Like, I know it's your birthday, but at the end of the day, it's my dating show. As a matter of fact, I know a better restaurant than that one. So basically, they're always thinking about things to do. Sometimes they might be adventurous. Sometimes they're into certain things that you're into, but you're never going to have a choice because at the end of the day, you're just their plus one. So to them, it's like they could care less about wasting your time. You're in their little imaginary dating show, and their dating show is just from one show to another. Meanwhile, you don't have the same opportunities as them to do so. You're not here to sit here in Wonderland with the narcissist and be in their land of fun. They start acting more childish than you and they're older than you. You're not here to waste your time, but that's what they will do. So while you're sacrificing yourself thinking that you're going to win their love, you're on this dating show to win their love. The dating show was just the game. It was just something to have memories and to build moments for themselves. This is why, when the show is over for you and you're casted out of the dating show, you're just like, you're thinking about all the time you spent in the narcissist box and all the things that you wanted to do that you didn't get to do. So to the narcissist, it's like, thank you for all these great memories and the person you helped me become. Thank you, you guys. Meanwhile, the narcissist show doesn't stop. This is why, you'll see a lot of people's parents or mothers who, they've been in a dating show with certain men in their life. And, you're like, what's going on in that situation? Oh, that's just my friend. They don't even want to tell you they're with that person and that they have a relationship because it's like they've been in that dating show with that person for so long. So the narcissist is having fun going to places and they're not posting you. They're not posting their family. They're posting everything about their dating show. It's became like a business to the narcissist. It's became a part of their personality. This is why most people will tell you that narcissists cheat. And if they don't cheat, they're doing some polygamous or they're doing something. They're never done looking for supplies. They love triangulating. They love using your weaknesses against you. They like when you go up to them and you praise them like they're some type of savior, like they're going to help you, like they care about you, your family, your kids, your parents. They don't care. They pretend like they care. you know, they have you fighting for their love. And I say this because the narcissist would be very arrogant with me. You're fighting with this person because they feel like they want to be the star of the show. But you're your own star. You're your own person. And the more you get to know who you are, you become best friends with yourself. And when you become best friends with yourself, you're no longer useful to the narcissist. They feel like you're trying to control them because you know yourself. Because to the narcissist, it's just a dating show, and they look at everything like a game. So to them, it's like, okay, the new supply still has boundaries. I've broken down your boundaries. So this is going to be fun. This is where, they'll start doing nice things for the primary source to make the new supply jealous. The new supply starts feeling entitled because they feel like, I got this great guy. He's doing everything perfect. And then out of nowhere, the narcissist will do something and make it seem like you're not appreciating them. And, now they're doing nice things for the primary source. So whether you know it or not, you're part of the narcissist's game show. This is why they'll tell you, I'm not doing anything nice for you. You don't, for what? You don't appreciate it. Or they'll find faults in you so that they won't give back. So subconsciously, that's why in the moment, as a supply, you'll start cooking, you'll start doing things, talking nice to them. You're rubbing their back because you're expecting them to be nice to you. You want to go back to the fairy tale world that you were in. And the narcissist knows that. They know that's what you want. And that's what they're hoping for. That's what's going to keep you in the dating show. This is how they usually pressure the new supply to finally, stop putting their boundaries up, and, once they're intimate with you now, it's going to be harder to leave. This is why if you see someone in a dating show and you're thinking, oh, they're not that attractive, but over time, with alcohol, with fancy dates, with, the illusion of money and wealth and all these things can blind someone. And that person could have went in there with the intention of not being part of the narcissist circus, part of their dating show, but somehow they've became a part of it. And now they don't know how to get out, and they don't even know how it happened. And that's why the narcissist picks the new supply. Because once they start devoting themselves and their time and their energy, that's, that to the narcissist, it's like, okay, let the games begin. Now you're going to do everything you can for me. And while you're doing this, I'm going to be distracted with the new supply that's going to take over you. So while this person thinks that they won, they think that they won, they're so distracted thinking they won that the narcissist is already thinking of their new dating show. They're like, oh, I need a new season. Because eventually this person is going to get so tired of pouring out to me, and they're going to realize that I was never planning on doing anything for them. So it was a con. You were having a perception of your life with this person, and it was a lie. This is why, they'll even bring your family into the dating show. The narcissist is like, I want to know your family. I want to see how much I can get away with. I want to see who's protecting you. And most of the women that they get with, they're not going to have dads and people around. And the ones that do, the narcissist won't like. You have people that care about you who understand the games of the narcissist and their little dating show. And they're trying to tell you, hey, you're on a dating show. Everything is scripted. This they're not being real with you, and they want you to be real. and they're trying to wake you up. The narcissist won't like it. A narcissist is looking at you and they're like, this is reality. Don't believe what other people tell you. Don't believe what other people tell you. This is our story. This is our show. Really, they just wanted to get paid off of you, you know? They wanted to get supplies off of you, you know? It's a dating show to them. You know, they're not going to give you exactly what you want. They're just going to study you. They're going to study you, and then they're going to mold you to be what they want you to be. And it's going to happen so quickly. It's going to flash right in front of your eyes like a reindeer, you know, stuck in the headlights. Because now that you're part of the narcissist dating show, you're going to have to dress different. You're going to have to talk different. You know, you're going to have a different name. You're going to be a new person. You're going to have to let go of who you were before coming into this dating show. Narcissists are the type of people that just think that you're stupid, that you're dumb, that you don't know what's going on. So when you're forgiving them, they look at that like weakness. You're looking at them like you know exactly what's going on, and you're trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. But to them, it's like, no, you know, you just don't want to believe the reality of it. You know, and a part of the reason why, you know, you put your guard up so much, it's because they're trying to make you to be someone that you're not. You know, when they talk about your family, your friends, they want to tell you who your friends and family are. So with the narcissist, with me, it was kind of like, you know, they wanted to tell me, you know, what kind of people my family was, you know. They wanted to, you know, debate about their finances or their generational wealth or why it is that they're staying on top. You know, they wanted to perceive them as being, you know, people that they've been around before. Like, I know what kind of people they are. You know, they tell their kids not to do certain things or whatever, but they're doing it behind their kids' backs, you know, and just perceiving it one way when that was, you know, far from the truth, you know, or just perceiving you and your childhood and how you grew up and trying to justify their actions by making it seem like you were abused when you weren't abused. So you might have went through certain stages in life based on what you saw, your understanding of things, the capacity of what your family, your friends were able to teach you. You might have went through some of the same cycles that the narcissist had to go through. A lot of us had to go through certain stages in life, from childhood to, you know, your youth to adulthood, and just the fact that you're always learning and growing. But the narcissist, because they were meant to feel like they had to grow up, while you as a woman were made to be more into that fantasy princess world. By the time that you start to break out of that world and into reality, you know, the narcissist feels like, you know, I was forced to be this person before you. I was forced to be strong before you. So I know more than you. But you have a different type of wisdom that you gained from not being such a wild animal like them, right? So by the time that you start to kind of grow up out of, you know, from different understandings of life and obstacles that you go through with these people, because you learn from things, you start to realize that the narcissist didn't learn or grow up from certain things while you're with them. Because, you know, once upon a time, you were in this dating show and you had everything in common. At least that's what it seemed like, because they were trying to connect to you, and, you know, you only had a certain understanding of things. You know, some of us didn't read enough books. Some of us didn't experience things or process things that people told us or understood what they were trying to tell us. And we actually had to learn from these things by going through them. So when you start to learn from them, the narcissist goes against you. The more you learn, the more you grow, the more they're going into the fantasy world. They're like, I've already been a grown up. None of that matters. I'm in the fantasy world. And my delusional world is not as bad as the world that you're going into, because you're going to have expectations and you're going to want to live happily ever after. And guess what, hun? They're wishing bad on you. They don't believe that you can have what it is that you want. Although in their dating show, they can have anything they want. Because in their dating show, all the things that the narcissist expects you to prevail in, they don't really care about these things. Everything is just a game. They don't really have any expectations. They know what people expect of them. The white picket house with the fence and all that. That's boring to them. They're like, what's going to happen afterwards? They feel like, there's no happily ever after for them in their world if they're just doing the same thing every day. Where if they're in this dating show, there's always this type of excitement. So while the new supplies are being molded to be like you once were, right? The narcissist is in a dating show, so they feel like, okay, I started off with all these supplies, and now it's boiled down to these few. My ex-wife, the mother of my child. It's down to these people, and I've trapped every single one of them, and they're going to begin to turn on me. They're not going to want to prove their love anymore because they've already felt like they've gave me everything. This is a dating show. And it's all about winning my love. And the moment you turn on me, the moment you don't do as I say, the moment you start questioning things, the moment you think you can be yourself and there's some type of importance to you, and you're not putting me on the pedestal that I deserve to be on, I already know I need a new set of people. I need a new set of friends. I need a new set of associates. I need a new supply. I need someone that respects me. You don't see me the way you once did when we first met. You're not fighting for me anymore like the primary source was, because you got comfortable. You thought that you won. I gave you the ring. You saw how bad that other person wanted it, but I gave you the ring. So now you feel like you won. And just when you start feeling that joy, you're waiting on that, wedding. It doesn't end up happening. It was all a show, all of a facade. Someone that's being used to heal from someone else. Someone that, steps in and the narcissist can entertain themselves with while you're going through the motions, while you're asking for answers, while, someone the narcissist can use to embarrass you, to cause shame on you, to triangulate you with family and friends. A lot of times there's someone behind that person. It's a dating show that doesn't stop. When the narcissist finally boils down to the last two, or that last person, and they know, hey, I need to get as many supplies as I can. They're all going to give me different type of supply. This one, I might hang out with them. They're not going to give me any intimacy. So I'll go out to dinner with them, hang out with them and their friends. This supply over here, they're in a relationship. I'm playing that friendly friend. This supply over here, they have a 3-month rule. Cool, I'll keep them around for these couple of seasons. But, eventually there's going to be a point where I'm going to test you out to see how wrapped up in my spell you're in. And if I see that you're not willing to do what I want, even if it's crossing your boundaries, I know you're not really in this dating show for me. You're not in here to win my love. You're not trying to win me over regardless of what your expectations are for me. Or even though you know that I'm probably not even the type of person you want. But now it's your option. And you've been in it so long, you don't want to quit. So while you're on this dating show, you're with the narcissist, you're going to have moments where you feel like I should just go home. I should just go back to how things used to be before this person. Or you start to doubt that things are going to be different, or you think if you stick around you're going to get something, or things are going to change. But it's just a dating show. So it doesn't really matter who the narcissist picks in the end, because it's just the process is going to repeat itself, So usually the person who is, by their side permanently, that's the person with the most supply, the most love, the most affection, the most finances, the most willing to sacrifice themselves. So I hope that this message, you guys, was helpful. If you guys enjoyed this, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe if you guys are new. If you guys want to book a session with me, my booking information will be on the description. Just give me about 24 hours to respond to you. And as always, I'm sending you guys lots of love.